What up, guys? Today, the ZMI PurPods Pro, or ZMI PurPods Pro, pair of earbuds here with ANC, with ambient mode, with app support. A lot of cool things about these earbuds. They're going to be very similar looking to the AirPod Pros from Apple. These guys are a subsidiary company of Xiaomi. So if you do have a Xiaomi phone, and unfortunately I do not have one, but if you do have one, it's going to work very similar as, say, the Galaxy Buds Pro work with the Galaxy devices, and the AirPod Pros work with an iPhone. You're going to get the pop-up window, very easy to connect and to use. There is app support for this. I will show you the app. It is the ZMI Here app, and it's only available on Android. And we'll get into the app in a minute. I want to show you what else comes in the box, and then we'll get into the rest of the video. You saw the quick unboxing. We also get USB Type-C to charge. These do offer wireless charging as well. A quick start guide, how to pair, user's manual, and then of course we do get 3 extra sets of silicone tips. And of course the mediums do come pre-installed on your earbuds. And the actual box and the packaging here, very plain box, but nice and clean. I do like it. ZMI PurPods Pro, or ZMI. I've heard it pronounced both ways. If you guys know the correct way, drop a comment below and let me know. So stem style design for these earbuds. If you guys do not like a stem style design, you might want to, click off the video right now, because these are a stem style design type of earbuds, which if you follow the channel, you guys know I do like. And if you're new here, guys, hit that like button, ring that bell, and hit that subscribe button, man. It helps out the channel quite a bit. But let's get into the video. Now, if we look at the actual PurPods Pro, you can see very similar in size. These are actually a little bigger than the AirPod Pros, but same white finish as the AirPod Pros. The button on the front for the PurPods and the button on the back. Now, on the back, they both do have that metallic hinge, that metal hinge on the back. And again, very similar. The lid, basically the same. The magnet on here is very good. They do stay in place. And the button on the front, it does have their logo on it, which is kind of cool. And it does flash in different colors. And the colors do mean something. If it flashes in green, you know your battery is good to go. If it's yellow, you have a low battery. And if it's red, well, it's time to charge your earbuds. And if we take these out, you can see stem style design, very similar to the AirPod Pros. And I don't mind these at all. I like them. 3 mics on each of these earbuds for crystal clear call quality. And of course, we will be doing a mic test. Now, the rest of the specs on the ZMI PurPod Pros: Bluetooth 5.2, active noise cancellation, ambient mode, in-ear detection. So when you pull one out, it will pause. When you put it back in, it will play. And you can control these all from the app. Now, again, app support on here, but only available on Android devices. I could not find it for an iPhone. So if you do happen to know of one for an iPhone, drop a comment and let me know. Battery life on here is going to be really good. 10 hours of juice, 30 total with the case. So very good battery life on a pair of active noise canceling headphones. And again, ambient mode, all controllable in the app. Touch controls that do control everything, but not all at once. Again, you can change up your controls inside of the app. So unfortunately, we can't get them all at once, but you can change and kind of set it up the way you want inside of the app. And I'll show you that once we get into the video. Now, these also have the Force Touch, just like the AirPod Pros. There is a little groove here, a cutout on the stem, and that is where you will control your Force Touch. And it does work very well. Every time you do push it, there is a slight beep, and you can scroll through your touch controls very easily. There is also a gaming mode on here inside of the app. So unfortunately, if you're on an iPhone, you're not going to be able to control some of these things, only on an Android device, which is a little unfortunate. Hopefully we do get app support for an iPhone. These are also IPX4 water resistant, so not waterproof, but feel free to work out, sweat in them, do whatever you want. Right now, I'm going to throw them in my ear. I'm going to show you the app, and then we'll get going. Now, price on these earbuds, $80 right now on AliExpress. And I haven't found them on Amazon or anywhere else. So AliExpress is the only place you can get these right now. The ZMI, or the ZMI Here app. Now, I have had some issues with this app. Yesterday, all day, the app wasn't working for whatever reason. Today, it seems to be working fine. 3 days ago, it was working fine. So I'm not sure what that's about. I didn't do any updates either. Maybe just a buggy app. I don't know. But today, it seems to be working good. Once you are connected in Bluetooth settings, click on your app. It's going to come in. It's going to give you the battery percentages up top, of everything, your earbuds as well as your charging case. You can scroll through ANC and ANC off. Ambient sound, you can turn it on and off from inside of the app. You also have a wind noise canceling mode. So if you're outside and it's windy, turn that on. I actually like that better than regular ANC on here, but we'll talk about that once we talk about ANC. Your EQ, you have two options with the EQ. You have a bass boost and a more balanced sound. Adaptive volume, it will optimize the volume based on your ambient sound, as well as an adaptive ANC, an adaptive noise canceling level based on the outside sound. So pretty cool. Inner detection, you can turn that on and off from inside of the app. And again, that is where you take an earbud out, it will pause, you put it back in, and it will play. Now shortcuts, this is where you will go in and you will change your touch controls. It allows you to change your double click only. So if you want to make your left track your previous song, you can control your volumes from here. You can turn on gaming mode from in here. So lots of options. Only with double squeeze, and the rest of the squeezes, one squeeze and touch and hold, and the three. I'll show you how it all works once we get into the actual touch controls. You do have Find My Device on here, which is pretty cool. If you misplace them, you can find them. This is where you will do your firmware updates. We are already up to date. And that's basically it for the app. Nothing else you can do inside of the app, but the fact that we do get something is always a good thing. So think about what we're getting here, right? Very similar to the AirPod Pros in lots of ways, except for price. AirPod Pro is still around $200, and we are getting a new pair of AirPods soon. These are $80 right now on AliExpress. I've seen them for $100, and I've also seen them for $70. So it looks like the price jumps around a little bit. Yesterday when I looked, it was $80. We'll see what it is today. So overall, the app on here, the ZMI Here app, a very good app, especially at this price point. Again, not available for iPhones just yet. I'm not sure if they will be available on iPhones ever, but right now the app support on Android it works well. I like it. So since we are inside of the app, let's just go right in. We're going to talk about active noise cancellation and ambient mode. Ambient mode on here, it works well. It's not the best. It's not digitally sounding. It's kind of natural. I'm using it right now. It's just not very strong. It does allow some of the outside noise in, but I've heard ones that are much better, even though those you can hear some white noise. I don't hear any white noise with this ambient sound turned on right now, but it's just okay. It's not the best. Now ANC, it's rated for negative 35 decibels, so you want to think a little bit better than entry level. Entry level usually is right around 25 decibels to give you kind of an exact range, but it does work pretty well inside the house. If I'm hearing voices, you're still going to hear the voices. If you're watching TV, you're still going to hear the voices, but all the low rumbles, if my heater kicks on, it's pretty much going to wipe out all of the noise from the heater that turns on in your house. And outside, a lot of low rumbles at my job, a lot of low rumbles, it will take that out, and it does a good job, especially at this price. So ANC on here is not bad. Better than entry level. Ambient mode on here is good. I'm going to say right around entry level as far as ambient mode goes. Now, wind noise canceling, for me, I think it sounds better, and it takes out more of that low rumble sound, more so than your regular active noise canceling. So that's what I usually use when I wear these. I just think it does a better job for whatever reason. It's only slight, but I do feel like it does cancel out a little more of that outside noise, those low rumbles. So overall, pretty good for what we get. And there's adaptive ANC on here too. It will adapt depending on your environment, which is always a good thing. Now, let's get into sound quality and volume. Volume-wise on these earbuds, that's the one gripe I have with these earbuds. I do wish they were slightly louder. I feel like it just needs a little bit more. Now, if I'm not using, say I'm on an iPhone, I want more volume. If I'm using an Android device like we have here, the volume does change when you are using ANC, and it does sound much better with ANC turned on. And when it does that, there is a little bit more volume as well, a little more bass, a little more volume with ANC turned on. And of course, if you put it on bass, you're even gonna get more bass. So overall, I do like that when it comes to the volume. If I'm on an Android device, I do like the volume. I think it's enough. If I'm on an iPhone, I'm always wanting a little bit more when it comes to how loud these get. Now, as far as sound quality, these things sound good. I like them. I like how they sound. You know, I've heard better. There's ones that are a little more clear, but overall, for the price, these things sound really good. There's some good bass. The mids and the highs don't get lost by anything. I like how these sound. I can listen to these all day long. I think they sound really good, especially at this price point. So overall, not bad. A little more volume, but the sound quality overall is really good. The bass hits. It doesn't linger. It doesn't, muddy anything up. Overall, not bad. And we do get a little more bass when we have ANC turned on. And again, battery life on here, guys, 10 hours. So you can roll with ANC on for a while if you want that little extra thump, which is always a good thing. Next, we're going to talk about latency with these earbuds. And again, with the gaming mode, I haven't experienced any delay between audio and video. And YouTube, Netflix videos, of course, these things work really well, especially with Bluetooth 5.2. I haven't had any connection problems with these earbuds. And when it comes to even the heavier games on here, I mean, you really have to look for it. Even playing Call of Duty on these earbuds, you really have to look for any type of delay. Every now and then you might notice something, or you might think you hear something where the audio and the video are not actually in sync, but it's very minimal, and these aren't going to have any issues getting through any games or anything. Overall, very impressed with the lack of latency on these earbuds. All right, now let's talk about touch controls. Touch controls on these earbuds, very simple. Again, you can adjust them inside of the app. Unfortunately, right out of the box, we don't get access to everything. So if you're on an iPhone, you're only going to have a few things available, which is a little disappointing, but the way they work, music is playing right now, one force touch on the right earbud, and it's not very hard to push. Very simple, very sensitive to squeeze and push. It will pause with one tap or one force touch on the right. If we double tap, it's going to go to the next track. On the left, same thing. It will pause, and this is how you answer and end the phone call as well. And if we double tap, it will go back to the previous song. And that's pretty much it. The rest you have to change inside of the app. Now, if you just squeeze and hold on either earbud, the way it's set up is that will scroll through ANC transparency mode or turn it off. And you can scroll through gaming mode on double tap if you want to set it up that way. So touch controls on here. I like that you can change them up, but I just wish there was more out of the box. Where's triple tap or triple squeeze, whatever you want to call it. I would like to see that implemented on these earbuds. And maybe we can in a future update, in a firmware update. Hopefully we can get more out of the touch controls when it comes to these earbuds. All right, next we're gonna do a mic test. We'll check out the mics on these earbuds in a quiet room and a noisy room. 3 mics on each earbud. Let's go. The ZMI PurPods Pro, white version, cool button on the front, lots of specs with these things, app support, ANC, ambient mode, a lot of good things, good sound quality on these earbuds, 3 mics on each stem. Let me know what you think of the mic, guys. Drop a comment below. All right, guys, now we're in a crowded room, a crowded environment. The ZMI PurPods Pro, let me know what you think of the mic. Is it good enough? Can you still hear me even with all this background noise? Let me know. Drop a comment. All right, guys, the ZMI PurPods Pro, are they worth the $80 price tag? I do think they are. I think it's a good price for these earbuds. Lots of bells and whistles on here. Really good battery life, 10 hours and 30 with the case, as well as wireless charging. Let me know what you guys think of the microphones on here, because that does help out with the price point. Sound quality on these things, I do like them. I think they sound good. And app support. You get an app on an Android device anyway. ANC. Ambient mode is a gaming mode on here. I didn't witness any delay between audio and video, even when playing games like Call of Duty. Overall, I think they are a really good pair of earbuds. IPX4, sweat resistant, not waterproof, but sweat resistant. Bluetooth 5.2, a lot of good things. You can control a bunch of things inside of the app. I do wish, one of the downsides I feel is the touch controls on here. Now, if you're on an Android device, you can switch it up and control what you want basically, but on an iPhone, it's going to be different. You're only going to have available, what's out of the box, and out of the box, it's really only play and pause and next track and scrolling through ANC and transparency mode, which is okay, but no volume control, no backtrack. And again, even on an Android device, you're only limited to a few things. So, but overall, I like these earbuds. I think they're worth the price. So the ZMI PurPods Pro, I'll drop the link, guys. Remember, not available on Amazon, only on AliExpress. It's going to take about 30 days to get there, but not bad. I do like them, guys. Stay safe out there. Hope everyone's having a great week. I'll be back soon. Peace.